Guys, in this video, I'm gonna be talking about how I went from living at a trailer park to now living at a penthouse. Guys, so we're in the Bentayga. Beautiful day today. I mean, it's getting a little warmer here in Phoenix, but it's all right. We're on the way to where I grew up. And I know some of you guys have heard it before, but we're on the way to the trailer park that I grew up from, 13 to 18. And let's go check it out. It'll definitely bring back some memories. Not very good ones. This is my old school. I came here when 4th grade to 8th grade. No, 4th grade to 7th grade. And then I went to go play basketball at another middle school. And I came back and I promoted here. I lived at these apartments in my first year in real estate, first year, second year. Actually, a teacher changed my life here. So he in 4th grade, I was pretty bad. I hung around like bad troublemakers in 4th grade, and he held my report card on the last day of school. So what that meant was that I was gonna flunk. I was crying, and he held my report card all day, so like the whole day, all the kids are like at recess. And the last moment when we're leaving, he hands me my report card and he just says, "Hey, you're better than this, and you need to hang around better people." And then he gave me my report card. I passed to 5th grade, but that changed my life because after that, it was like, okay, I never wanted to feel like that again. I got great grades, and then in high school, I only had 2 B's, graduated with a 4.2, and I honestly attribute all that to that teacher. And this is the house. This is the house I grew up in. So in 2001, I was 5, and we moved here. And man, this neighborhood has changed so much. A lot. Damn, bro. I'm like, shit. That just hit me. I don't know. There's a lot of good memories here. Like, I mean, it was. So I didn't grow up like as a kid where I had like tablets and shit. So like every day would like come home from school and play basketball. And we would play basketball at my neighbor's house. And actually, this neighbor right here, I don't know for those that follow basketball, but they're the grandparents of Kendrick Perkins, which is a basketball player. He's won a few championships, I think, with LeBron and the Celtics. I'm gonna go say hi. This was the only house that kept their grass clean, and yeah, they're there. That's how I remember them. But that neighbor, I had a friend named Javier there. He moved. I think the house is being rented. That house is the house that I used to live in, right here. First of all, they need to paint this, but I definitely want to buy it. I'm waiting for the market to correct so I can contact the owner. So whoever's living there is a rental, and it's worth like $230. But they bought it for $80,000 in 2009, so they're definitely banking. But I'm waiting for that market correction. And then one of my good friends, Fernando, he lived there. They actually still live there. That's his car. But I'm gonna go say. I just want to say quick hi to them.
Let's go.
Yeah. Damn, I haven't been here in years. What are you watching, Cops?
Don't mention that. His nephew, he played with basketball with Cleveland Cavaliers.
Is your other nephew? He's in the G. It's called the G League now, right? It's Alex. Yeah. How are you? Oh my God.
I came through wrong. Hey, who done that up in here?
Yeah. No, I wouldn't. Yeah.
So I asked a long time ago. But how you doing? How's your mom doing?
She's great. Yeah, she's great. Oh, a lot has changed for me and my family.
I know
in a good way.
Your dad came over and told us. I was just really shocked.
Yeah, I've became fairly successful in real estate, so things just completely.
Yeah, you told me that guy. Every once in a while, I asked about you. You said you was doing very well for yourself. You give me you guys' phone.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I was. I mean, if you guys ever need anything. Oh, you guys were amazing growing up. I mean,
You all too, but I hate to see y'all leave. I used to cry when y'all go.
that's the baby.
You not married yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
I do have a girlfriend though, beautiful girlfriend.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Anything else that needs to be done? Get
I
it.
got to wait on some money, but I sure would like to get it.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Okay,
God bless you
thank
guys.
you.
Means a lot to me. It was good. It was really good. Just to first, thanking God they're still alive, because they're Major's in his 90s, I think. Yeah, he's just always great. He always looked out for me, looked out for us. He was a sheriff for 20 years, and he's like, you ever get into any trouble, which I don't want you to, call me. I mean, he used to give me a lot of advice growing up, and always treated me with respect. So he was definitely a role model, growing up, especially being my front door neighbor. So just, to be able to go back and I was trying to ask what do you guys need, because I want to help, I want to serve them. I'm like, what color do you want to paint? I'm gonna send somebody to paint their house, just because they meant that much to me. This was J. Cole was my Jay-Z. If you're a little older than me, Jay-Z, in his bars were more than just rap. It was life lessons. So J. Cole, to me, I used to listen to him at the trailer park all the time. I don't know, just vibe with his words. So just puts me in a good state of mind every time. Cold-blooded. Here it is, Wigwam Villa, Agua Fria, and here we go, next to a pawn shop. You make the best out of it when you live I used to live here. We were always at the pool, dirty ass green pool, but whatever. My dad was in construction, so he made it look nice, but I mean, you could put a Bentley logo on a Honda, but it's still a Honda. This was it. This one right here. So I used to, first I parked my car here. Pretty crappy Mitsubishi Eclipse. And that was my room to the left right here. And snuck out a few times. Don't tell my parents, but snuck out a few times. And then when during high school, I would sneak out for go, I don't know, somewhere. And obviously I would drive my car, but my car, every time it started, it would squeal. The bands were messed up, so you'd turn it on and go, and then it starts squealing. So what I would do is I would take the e-brake off, and I would push it all the way over there. I'd push it over there, and then I'd turn it on there, and then I'd take off. And then same thing when I was coming back in, I would speed up, and then I would turn it off, and then put it on neutral, and then I would just freaking just coast here, and then I would push it back in. Just because I did that a few times, not a lot, but I did it a few times, sneaking out of the trailer park. But this was one, look around, this is... So guys, I went from living in a trailer park to now living at a penthouse at 22 years old. I lived here from the age of 13 to 18. All of high school I was here. No one really knew where I lived. This was it. When we bought it, it was all torn down. There was no patio. My dad built that. Everything was freaking crap. Coming from this, it's crazy. It doesn't matter where you are in life, how you look like, how you speak, how you look, what color your skin. It doesn't freaking matter, because at the end of the day, it's how much value are you going to provide to the world and those around you, and then where do you want to go? Set clear intentions. It's hard to have billion-dollar goals when you live here. It's really hard. But what I did, I just set small goals. I got myself, we were forced to move. because we had to sell it. We're broke. So we sold that, and then I lived with my mom, renting houses. I ended up moving to a studio at 18 when I was by myself. And then after that, got my own apartment. And you just keep leveling up. So wherever you are, just realize like it's going to be a journey. It's going to be a process, but you just want to get yourself out of that situation you are right now. So if you're struggling, get yourself out of that. You know, start working, start applying yourself. Set clear intentions. It doesn't have to be the biggest goal in the world, but just set that next goal within reach. And when you get there, then set another goal, set another goal, set another goal, and eventually you're out. Eventually you're out of the trailer park. You're living at a penthouse. You're living at your dream home. You own your dream home outright. Like whatever your goal is, just keep going. And the same neighbors are here. The same neighbors are here, which that, you know, God bless them. But it's, you know, for me, it was like, I have to do more. Like my life is, I have to do more. I have to impact. I have to elevate myself. And if you took everything away from me and you put me back in here, obviously now it's a different mindset. But if I were to start all over, I wouldn't be here a year from now or 2 years from now. I would do everything I could. I would get 3 jobs. It doesn't matter. Like I would sacrifice to get myself out of here. I wouldn't stay complacent. Including myself, but a lot of you guys are staying complacent. You're happy with what you have. You're happy and you're comfortable. You have the 9 to 5. You have the job. You have the whatever. You have your career. You have your family. You know, you have enough money for your bills, and you're comfortable. But you're not reaching for that next level, because with reaching for that next level comes discomfort. It comes uncertainty. There comes uncertainty. So like the reason that you're like complacent and you've been in the same spot for the last few years or the last few months is because you are complacent and you're not taking the necessary risks to get to that next level that you're after, right? So if you're living at a trailer park, you need to realize that, you know, that it's not forever, but at the same time, it will be forever if you don't change your way of thinking, if you don't take the necessary risk to get to that next level. So, all right, guys, so we're going to do one last stop. Visited the trailer park. Haven't been here in a while. Damn, that's crazy. Guys, so this was my first ever job at Sprouts Farmers Market. You know, I got hired as the manager. No, I'm just kidding. I was actually a cart boy. I pushed carts for my first job. How I got the job was pretty funny. I walked into Sprouts in basketball shorts and a tank top, looking all buff. No lie. And I was 16. I just turned 16. I walked in and I asked the guy, "Hey, are you hiring? My name's Alex. You know, I'm looking for a job." And he's like, "Yeah, we're hiring." And he's like, "Can you push carts?" And "Can you push carts?" I'm like, "Yeah, hell yeah. Like, I can push carts." Like, super. But when he said, like, I said it so, like, prideful. Like, "Yeah, I could push carts. Let's go. Like, where's the carts at?" You know? And he's like, "Okay, you know, talk to what's her name? Her name was talk to Steve." He was like the general manager for the stores, and he's like, he'll get you, you know, hired. And I came in like the next Monday. This was a weekend. I came in on a Monday, got hired, got some fresh Sprout shirts that are somewhere in my storage, and started pushing carts in the freaking heat, 120 degrees. Pushing carts, bro, and like, oh my god, it was insane. So I spent the night at my boy's house in high school, like my senior year in high school. I spent the night at my boy's house, and I parked my car under a reserved parking, and there was no number on it, so it was like painted over. I parked my car, and then the next morning I woke up, my car was gone. So I'm like, oh my god, like they stole my Eclipse. And they didn't steal. I called the tow truck company, and they had it in possession, and they charged me like $180 to get the car out. And literally, I had just got paid like the day before, and my paycheck was like $190 to $200. So there goes my whole check to the tow truck company. And now I have to wait 2 weeks. Like, I put like the rest of the money in gas, and I had to wait 2 weeks to get paid again. Literally the worst freaking thing ever. I got towed, all the money went away, and then I had to wait 2 weeks pushing carts again to make another $200. So I know the struggle, guys, from pushing carts to driving Bentleys. Let's go. I used to work here 16, I'm 22. This was 6 years ago. Holy crap, 2012, 2013. Started working here. Still smells the same, it's weird. Never changes. All right, let's So I used to these were the best because when people left them out there, I would drive them back. Yeah, I would do circles. I'll take the long way. This was a vision board that I did. So the dates right here. So April, because I photoshopped this bank statement. Can you see that? Right here. All right, so I photoshopped this bank statement, and it was April 21st, 2016. So that was 3 years ago, exactly 3 years ago. I put 250,000, accomplished. These are checks for real estate. Accomplished. This is a $96,000 deal that I saw someone post on a Facebook group. Printed that out. I've closed a $93,000 deal. Pretty close. That hasn't happened. And so 3 years ago when I was living at a studio still, I was envisioning living at a penthouse with a city view just like this. And ironically, I'm in a very similar view just like this. This is Hawaii. I've been there now 3 times. And this is just a penthouse view at night. And then check this out. So 3 years ago, I had my car set on a Maserati. That was like my first car that I wanted to happen. And last year, I got an Audi R8. And last week, I got a Bentley Bentayga. So this vision board's literally 3 years old, and I just kept it. I still got one to accomplish, so that'll come. Looking at this, it makes me want to do another one. I haven't done one in probably like half a year. I haven't done a vision board. I have like screenshots in a certain folder in my phone that I keep screenshots of things that I want, but an actual board where I print out, photos and put them on like this. I need to do another one because literally all but one was accomplished. Everything, the checks, the bank account, the penthouse, Hawaii trips, the cars. So when you set clear intentions on what you want, where you want to live, what you want to drive, how you want to look, and just go after it with clear intentions, like it's possible. And it's really humbling to see this, like, and then looking around like, holy shit, like, I'm living this. So what does the penthouse mean to me, right? First of all, it's a trophy. And it's a trophy at, first of all, I'm not even here a lot. I sleep here, I go to work. I'm at the office probably definitely more than I am here. But to me, this is just a trophy in the journey from where I've came from. It's like anything that in life that you get, whether it's like materialistic things or sometimes like, someone you're chasing after, like significant other. Sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, but it gets old pretty quick. Have you ever like wanted something so bad and then you get it and you're like, it becomes normal, it becomes normal, That's not to say I don't get excited every time I walk in here, I do. And I look around and then it definitely inspires me to look around at other buildings and just say to myself, like, okay, one day I'm gonna have my own building with my name on it. So on the motivation side, it's amazing. But to me, where the importance of having a penthouse is the trophy for the journey. And every day I just, wake up and I look around and I realize that I'm on top of the world. Guys, so I used to think a penthouse was out of reach. Like, what I pay for this penthouse, you know, a teacher doesn't even make a year. Like, I'm humbly saying that. And it used to be crazy to me. Like how could I ever come up with this amount of money to pay every single month for a penthouse? And now paying for something that I'm barely not even here. But with that said, you know, it's not far. You just have to build consistently, and you have to keep reinvesting back in yourself, most importantly in yourself, and then back in your business, and just start growing and growing and growing. And then when it's time, it's time. Like when you feel like you have enough sustainability, your business is cranking, you have enough in the bank, then you make that decision. But you know, just keep striving. There's definitely levels, like, I mean, from a trailer park to a $300 studio for me, to a $800 apartment, to a $1,200 apartment, and then to a $2,500 apartment, which was same building here, but different unit, and then now double, right? Or almost double. So there's definitely levels to achieving this. And you know what, most importantly, like what this means for me is like the mindset that it gives me every single day. Because there's not one day where I wake up, and we all have our bad days, right? But there's not one day I wake up and not tell myself like, damn, I'm grateful, you know, I'm blessed. Like every freaking day I wake up and say I'm blessed. And what that does to me, it just keeps, it helps me become more receptive to what's to come, right? So like, even if I wake up on the wrong side of the bed and I'm having a, you know, cranky day or a bad day, you know, I still wake up and I'm extremely grateful. And then when you're grateful, things just come easier into your life. So I wasn't fulfilled by materialistic things, but I was definitely motivated. And when I got those things, they became my normal. So what may be crazy to you guys is normal to me now. So when I think about it, if this is my normal, what's my crazy, right? And that just puts me at a whole different level that I'm striving for. I'm glad that I'm in this position, and I just want to tell you that you can too. You know, maybe it's not a penthouse, maybe it's, you know, to retire your parents or build a family business. I don't know what your personal goals are, but just keep striving, keep leveling up little by little, and just realize it's a journey. And make sure along the way that you don't necessarily focus on just one thing. Make sure you try to be successful in everything around you, not just materialistic things. Don't just reach for the penthouse. Reach to retire your parents. Reach to, you know, start a nonprofit. Reach for value. You know, reach to provide value to the world, and you know, just don't lose sight of that. You know, if you get a win, you get a personal win, you get your dream car or your dream house or your dream place, or you're going your dream vacation, amazing. You know, be grateful for that, but at the same time, don't forget that there's other things around your life that you need to be successful at, and just continue to go on and try to fulfill that, you know, and try to just be the best possible. I've been here so many times and it's still sketchy here. Crazy. Guys, so this is the pool at my penthouse building. I mean, we got a beautiful South Phoenix view. The Suns play right there. I mean, man, how can you know, every day I wake up, like, how can you not be inspired when you walk out to this? It's not every day that you see a view like this and a pool like this. So with that said, make sure you subscribe, like this video, comment below, and remember, we're gonna be doing weekly videos. Also, if you want me to talk about anything in particular, whether it's more business, personal, about my cars, make sure you comment below and I'll get those videos done for you guys, because remember, this channel's for you guys, and I'll see you next week.